Hello. We are doing my 6-week post hip labrum repair surgery update from the pool. Why are we doing it from the pool? 1, because I can, and 2, because it feels good. So I did post a short with a short update. Short with a short update. Anyways, and I was very frustrated. I had my 6-week post-op yesterday, and my physical therapist and the not the orthopedic, but the physician's assistant at the orthopedic are not really on the same page, I don't think. They gave very specific protocols to me and the physical therapist, but I think that their expectations exceed the limitations of the protocol. So I felt like I went in there and I had studied for an A on my test and got a C. Not even a B, but a C. And I don't know if you're the kind of person that can recognize like what another person is like, but I'm not a C person. I'm not really happy with a B person. So what happened was I go in with the expectation that I'm going to come off the crutches at 6 weeks. I'm excited, but I'm also scared because I actually didn't feel like I was quite ready. Like maybe it still needed some support. So I do think that the physician's assistant made the right, we're just gonna call him the doctor. I do feel like the doctor made the right call. But I was disappointed in myself because I didn't feel like I was where I needed to be. So basically the way that the recovery has went is about 3.5 weeks in. They told me, the physical therapist told me to start walking on the crutches, like actually doing the heel to toe, which turns out I don't walk correctly. I have a ballet background and I don't know if that has something to do with it, if I have always walked incorrectly and nobody ever corrected it, but I do not always lead with my heel when I walk. So that may be part of what my challenge is. I don't know. I have to actually think about it. So I'm trying to change the way I walk 40-something years into life because I just forgot how old I am. So anyways, at 3.5 weeks post-op, they said start walking on the crutches, but make sure your crutches are high enough to take some weight off of you so that you're not putting all of your weight on it. And at first it hurt like hell. Not gonna lie, hurt like hell, but it got better. Because that's when I started doing the water therapy also. So they had me start getting in the pool with the water up like chest level and walking. And to be honest with you, I think I was limping in the water for a while because I didn't realize that I was doing it. And so then I caught on and realized that I could really focus on the right way to walk. So they had me walking, marching, and doing side steps. The side steps hurt like hell. Then the therapist was like, hey, go to the pool twice a day, because he didn't have me really doing a lot of exercises at home past the first like couple of weeks. So once we started we replaced the home workouts with the pool. And the more I came, the better it felt. It actually made it feel looser and it would hurt less. Now in the beginning it hurt more, but it started hurting less. So when I went to the doctor yesterday, I asked them about the pool therapy, which I absolutely love because it makes me feel better. And he was like, yeah, do it like 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm like, what? And of course my husband was on board with this because that's less times he's got to come up here and bring me to the pool, right? But I can now get in and out of the pool myself. I don't need nobody to come, okay? I am an independent woman. I can bring myself. and hope I don't fall off the stairs. But anyway, it's been really hard in case it's not clear. It's been really hard for me to depend on other people. When you're on crutches, you can't really carry your own food. You can't carry anything while you're on crutches. So I had like this big old duffel bag and I'd have to put stuff in it. And it's just a pain in the rear end. Like, I didn't even realize that I wait till the last minute to go pee. And I'm really hoping that I come out of this experience doing that differently, because I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of close calls. And a couple of times I didn't make it at all. And it's because I wait till the last minute. And I've had 3 kids sit on my bladder, and 2 of them did it at once. And I'm pretty sure they were having a boxing match in there. But anyways, back to that. So the orthopedic was like, walk for me. How are you feeling? You know, I was like, well, I'm sore today, because yesterday the physical therapist started doing exercises that involved movements that go this way. And for 6 weeks, we've done everything this way. And so I was a little sore, but I've also am trying to retrain my brain. This injury, prior to surgery, is one of the most painful things that I have ever experienced in my life. I'm talking stabbing pain. Well, it started out as like a throbbing pain, and then it went to a stabbing pain that literally stops you dead in your tracks. I'm talking literally crying. Okay, I went to the emergency room 2 days in a row with this pain, because I felt like there was no hope whatsoever. And I'm gonna work on an ebook about the process of getting the surgery approved and the toll emotionally that Aetna took on me, with their constant denials of a needed surgery. And it's obvious that it was needed, because after their forced 6 weeks of therapy, the labrum was actually torn worse than it was in the MRI. So I think that's proof that they made a mistake and their protocol is shit. But I'm going to write an ebook about that experience and how to navigate getting your surgery approved, to try to save people the physical and mental shit that I went through to get it approved. But anyways, I get up, I walk. The guy says, let's do 1 crutch and have the physical therapist wean you off of it. And while I feel like that was the right answer, because that is, my body still needs a little help because I still have a bit of a limp, I also felt like I failed. I felt like he expected that I was going to be able to just get up and go, and that it was a disappointment. And I'm just not the kind of person that handles failure well. But I have workouts that I need to do at home once a day. And I did go ahead and come to the pool, even though he said 2 to 3 times a week. And the physical therapist was like, you can go once a day. I am going to listen to my body, because that's what they both have said. So trying to differentiate between and retrain my brain between what is pain and what is soreness is a constant battle. But I think that I'm doing well in recognizing that that is an issue. So there is a difference. In case you didn't know, there is a big difference between pain and soreness. They both say push yourself to the point of being sore, but don't push past that. So I am trying to wrap my brain around that, because I am a person that loves to work out, especially lower body. And but I'm also scared of this injury and don't want to have to go through it again. Overall, the first 4 weeks of the surgery, pretty much painless for me. I had to take pain medicine for about the first 8 to 10 days maybe. And then beyond that, I think I've taken it twice. For a little bit I did Tylenol. Up until this week, I haven't had to take anything during the day, but I have had to consistently take ibuprofen PM at night. But now I think I've had to take like Tylenol or ibuprofen maybe once a day. Ice helps. The pool helps. If you have had an orthopedic surgery and you don't have a pool available to you at physical therapy, but you do have a pool available to you, ask your physical therapist about pool therapy and exercises that you can do at home. It really has helped me a lot. That's my scattered version of my 6-week update. I hope that this helps somebody that is going through this to know that it does get better. It does. Even though I am frustrated, I do feel like I am on track to being able to be back to my normal self. I am grateful to have this surgery behind me. I'm grateful to have 6 weeks of progress in the hole, even if I'm not where I had hoped I would be. Right now, I don't think I'm too far behind. The physical therapist feels like I'm ahead when it comes to like the flexibility and range of motion. So at least I've got that going for me. And if you are going through this, don't lose hope. Don't give up on pushing for your surgery. When I get the, I'm going to start working on the ebook this week. I honestly have just been focusing on my recovery. And when I get it up and going, I will put a link in the comments here for anybody that it can help. If I can help anybody through that, or you have any questions that I haven't answered in this video, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Oh, and I absolutely would love any encouragement, because I'm not going to lie to you. There are some days that mentally this is very draining, and I just don't feel like peopling. I don't feel like trying, and I feel just useless. There are absolutely days that I just cry. And there are days that I feel like I'm killing it. It's okay to feel both. It really, truly is. I think that it should be a concern if you're constantly feeling the downward and never feeling up. If you're going through this also, drop me a comment. Let me know what your experience is. Let's encourage each other. That's all I got for today, guys. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. And I hope that this really helps someone. Bye.